So someone asked me a really good question on a video that I took walking under a canopy of pergola-trained vines, like you see here. And I figured this would be the easiest way to explain it. Basically, they asked, how is this done? Um, so normally when you're looking at a vineyard, you see these neat little rows like this. This is, classic picture of a vineyard where they're growing straight lines, just like that. So the way that these vines are trained, you grow them up the support here, and then when you get to the height you want, let them branch out like that, and you grow them horizontally, which will maximize your yield while still leaving workable space between the vines. And then you have your canopy overhead, it'll protect from sun and some stuff like that. Pergola training, what you'll see is very similar actually. You're growing it right up a support, just like with the other trellises we were just looking at, except you're going much higher. You're going high enough for somebody to fit underneath these. And then you're training it across, kind of like that. And then you'll see your grape clusters are hanging down underneath the foliage when you do it this way. And that gives you a lot of benefits. The main benefit is that you get more airflow down here. So you're not dealing with things like powdery mildew and other diseases that can come about from not having good airflow in certain parts of the world. When you're doing your trellis training, you can wind up with some issues because you have your clusters all growing here, and then you'll have your foliage kind of all packed, maybe not densely, but around your clusters. And then when you have your airflow coming through, it's coming vertically down all of these rows, if that's the way the wind's blowing. And what happens then is if it's hitting the grapes, it's kind of acting like a wall and bouncing off. You're not getting quite the airflow, similar to if you were to hang a wet shirt in front of a wall outside, it wouldn't do as good as if you were hanging it in front of or on a clothing line, kind of like these are. You can see them hanging down underneath the canopy. So when the air is flowing through, it's hitting all the sides of those grapes, and they'll grow healthier.